I have.
Okay. Oh, wait. First, I guess you should introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Lachlan Patterson. Hi.
Well, there we go. When was the last time you had a massage?
Probably like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to the massage place.
Okay.
And it's got this lady Jen who walks on my back, and I think she's walking. I can't tell. It feels like feet.
You know, I've never had one. I have a gift certificate where somebody, like, I've never had anybody walk on me. I mean, besides my kids, but...
Yeah, surprisingly, it's not as comfortable.
No, especially if they're mad at you.
Oh, man.
And every once in a while, my 18-year-old, who is huge, will be like, let me walk on your back. I'm like, yeah, no.
Oh, man, no way.
I kind of like, no, thank you.
Yeah, Jen's about 90 pounds. She's a little Filipino lady.
Nice. Does she use her toes?
Yes.
That is so crazy.
She can actually, she can use her toes like fingers. It's crazy. But this feels really good, too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't need to walk on my back.
No, I would break you. I'd be like, what's wrong? What happened? I mean, like some fat chick decided that she wanted to be Filipino for a day. Did not work.
No, thanks. But,
so how are you with pressure?
I'm like a medium guy.
Okay.
So this is, this is above medium, but it feels really good.
And you can always tell me you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Okay, good. Thanks.
So.
Good.
And are there any, like, areas specific?
Let's see. I mean, I've got a 3-month-old, so my lower back is sore just from I put him in a little carrier on my chest and walk him around for 3 hours in the morning.
No.
And he's so cute, but it definitely puts weight on my lower back.
Is that your first?
Yeah, it's the first time I ever even held a child. Was the day they handed him to me.
That's kind of how I was.
Yeah?
Yeah, because my oldest is my stepson.
Okay.
But he's mine. I've been around since he was 3.
Okay.
But when we had the baby, like, my husband was just like, oh yeah, do this. And I'm like, well, do I touch it?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, hold it. I'm like, you do it.
Yeah, I was very scared too. But they're very pliable.
Yes.
People are always afraid that they're in the wrong position, but they're rubber.
And mine, he was almost 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a big old boy.
My guy was 8.4, 8 pounds, 4 ounces.
Nice.
Very cute. So cute. I made him laugh for the first time yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a comic, bitch.
Yeah.
Just wait till they're older, and then they just roll their eyes at you and be like, you're really not as funny as you think you are.
Yeah. It was pretty easy, too. It was one of my easiest bits.
Right. La 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 la.
I just did. He had the hiccups, so I just started pretending I had the hiccups, and he just looked at me and laughed, and it was so cool.
He's like, you're a genius. Next time you go up on stage, just do that. Just pretend to have the hiccups and be like, dude, it worked on my 3-month-old.
I do impersonations. This is my 3-year-old. Oh, yeah, he gets a lot of hiccups.
Aww. Did he get them in the stomach, too?
It's like a whole system. First he drinks, then he poops, and then after all that, he hiccups.
Sounds like my husband. Okay.
Yeah, it's all a cycle, so he gets the hiccups every day. He just drinks too fast.
Yeah.
He's in a hurry. He's like me.
He's like, I don't want to miss anything.
Oh, man. Driving here. This feels so good. Just driving here was stressful.
Was it bad? The traffic bad?
Yeah, there's like a light out, and people, when the light's out, people they just need supervision.
Yes.
Some people just cheat. Like, their ethics are horrible.
I know.
And then other people are like, I don't know, should I go? I know, I see, for the last 10 minutes, I've seen how it works from the back of the line, but
I have questions.
it's like that guy at the front of the McDonald's ordering and doesn't know what to get.
Yes.
And the menu hasn't changed in 40 years.
Same with Starbucks. And I can't stand that because I'm like, you are in between me and caffeine right now.
Right.
And I told the lady, I'm like, you guys need like an espresso lane. And she's like, that's
Totally.
cute. And I'm all, no, that's marketing genius right here. Hi.
And they won't let you. You ever bring your own cup into Starbucks?
Yep.
They won't put any coffee in it.
Nope.
They need to make waste. Well, they just essentially they want you carrying around that logo everywhere you
There
go.
you go. Free sponsorship. I'm going to start making people carry around massage tables. They'll be all joy? Yeah. She got me too.
That was a nerve right there. Felt good though. How long you been doing this?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I mean, it's such a giving job.
Not really.
No, you're getting something out of this?
Yeah, because you guys are hostage. I mean, I've worked out bits. Like,
Right.
you guys can't go anywhere. I mean, what are you going to
Okay.
do? Stand up naked? Well, most of my people are naked. What are you going to do? Stand up naked? No.
I got a bad massage once, and I wanted to get up and walk out, but I was like, I'm just going to work on my set in my head.
There you go. You should have worked on it out loud. Been like, okay, I'm going to get some of my money's worth.
Well, she had good nature music on. Didn't want to disturb their creek bed. Oh, man.
Yeah, I've worked at a chiropractor, the same chiropractor for 12 years.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Still?
Yep.
Oh, man. Can I ask who?
Yeah, it's I'm in Valencia, Santa
Okay.
Clarita area.
He's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're such a liar.
I know.
You're such a liar.
You know what, though? You'll probably understand this. Like, I get to pick up my kids from school every day. If I have, like, an author signing or if I have, like, a comedy, like, if I have a set, I can leave and they don't give me shit.
Right.
So it's worth it.
Right. Okay, great.
You know, and then they know that I do the podcast, and they've actually said, like, after hours if I need the massage room, but nobody wants to drive to Santa Clarita, which I understand.
It's a bit of a ways.
Yeah.
It depends where you live, of course, but for me, it'd be about a 2-hour drive.
So,
I need a massage from the drive.
right.
I find with chiropractors, there's this God complex that they sometimes have because they're like the magicians of the medical world.
Right.
I'm sure someone's already talked about this on stage, but it's an ego that I have never experienced in a doctor. Like dentists have the least of the egos because they don't really fix anything where you're like, that was amazing. You're like, thanks for making me better, back to how I felt last week.
Right.
But with a chiropractor, it's like they go 1, 2, 3, and they lie to you too. By the way, they go on 2,
Uh-huh.
and then they go crack, and it makes a sound that you never thought your body could make, and then you do feel a little relief, and they just stare at you like,
You're welcome.
right? This guy.
So we have a chiropractor that rents a room from us.
That's just good.
And so I've been doing some of his patients. And he does this thing, and almost all of his patients have complained about it, where he goes, there we go. And they're like, I swear, Joy, he didn't do anything. But he's all, got it, there we go. And they're like, yeah, no.
It's like a comedian laughing at their own joke. To let you know when the punchline is.
Laugh, insert laugh here.
Or when they hit the microphone on their leg.
Yes, they all want to be Dave Chappelle.
I could do without that. Just do your job. Just do your job. It's not, you don't get to laugh. You're the person, you're at work.
Nobody laughs at work.
I mean, if it's something that actually generally catches me off guard, which is very rare, and it's brand new, I will definitely try to enjoy the ridiculousness. But usually it's an audience member that makes me laugh. But
Uh-huh.
but to plan it to happen on multiple occasions, I can't.
No. There are times, though, that I'll say something that I didn't even realize I was going to say, and I'm like, oh my God, that was so stupid. I'm like, okay, that came out of my mouth. There we go.
Those are great, though.
They are. I was just telling Emily I did this show with this ridiculously rowdy crowd, and they were so much fun. But one guy tried to guess my punchline.
Before you spoke it?
Uh-huh. And it was basically like, when he calls out, and he's like, what, Joy? And I go, no, motherfucker, when he calls out Mom, and it was fun. I was like, okay. And then I called him a piece of shit, too.
What room was it?
It was in Southgate. It was Jessica Wellington's VFW show.
Oh, okay.
And they're rowdy. It's so much fun, though.
I walked in and I was like, I don't know how this is going to go.
I walked in and I'm all home. Because I grew up with a bunch of, like, Mexican Hispanics. So I was like, oh, yeah.
No, I don't know. There's something about my energy where people are like, she's nice. Where I'm never sure how a show is going to go when the crowd is like that.
Right.
And I was like, well, we're just going to, like, East Coast Canada at them and see how this works. It's going to be great, guys.
Well, just like the one guy that I called a piece of shit because I go, do you guys know how to have a successful marriage? And he's all, cheat. And I was all, you're an awful person. Okay.
You heckle and cheat.
All right. Oh, and he doesn't pay his child support. I found out a lot about that guy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that our business always, there will always be one person who drank too much at the show.
That's exactly it.
And hopefully they're afraid to speak.
Sometimes it's the comedian, though. You're like, ooh, honey.
Oh, man, those days are over for me. I had one show where I drank so much the producers of the show had to take me to the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it because of drinking, or do you think somebody put something in it?
No, I drank too much. It was part of the show was to drink.
Ah.
It was a drunk. The show was to get drunk and do stand up.
Somebody tried to get me to do one of those where you do one set sober, and then you drink, and then you get on stage again and do another set.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that'd probably be bad.
It's hard because there was no monitoring, so I was like, unfortunately I was left with a bottle in a green room all by myself.
Woo.
And I don't remember anything that happened, but it spiraled from there. The next day I got a kidney stone.
Oh.
And then the next day I got a shingles.
Oh my God, where'd you get shingles at?
Under where you're touching right now.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I've had a patient come in and she got completely undressed, and I pulled the sheet down just like it is now, and right here on her lower back was just this huge rash, and I'm all, dude.
Oh my God.
And she's like, it really hurts, and I'm all, dude, you have shingles. And she's like, well, can I do the massage and then go to the doctor?
No.
I'm all like, no. Well, my body is...
Sure, can I poop all over you?
Right.
Like it's that contagious, right?
Right. I'm like, dude, my body's my job. I can't, no, I'm sorry.
Nor should you be massaging shingles. I think I got it under my arm, just like right here.
Uh-huh.
And it hurts so much.
It's awful.
It is. It's terrible.
Now, when you get super stressed out, do you ever feel like it flare right there?
No.
Okay, that's good. Because some people, it doesn't do nerve damage, but it messes with the nerve a little.
Okay.
Where it's like it becomes one of their spots. Where they're like, okay, when I stress out, that part starts tingling.
Oh, man, now I'm going to think about that.
I'm sorry I screwed you. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Did you get the shot?
I did not get the shot. The shingles situation was because, so I went to the emergency room for the drinking.
Uh-huh.
And I had exhausted my body, and I was dehydrated. Because I didn't have insurance, I didn't actually get any help. I just went home, and I got so dehydrated when I went home that I ended up getting a kidney stone from just being dehydrated.
Oh my goodness.
And so when I went back to the emergency room the next day for the kidney stone, I had essentially, my immune system was really bad.
It was just shot.
And the doctor said, when I went back the next day, and I said, I think something else is going on. She said, take off your shirt. She goes, you got shingles. You probably got those here.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said, okay. She's like, yeah, your immune system was so low. It was just, you're bound to contract something here.
At least it was shingles.
Yeah, what else? What else is there?
Well, they have like the really crazy stuff, like the. I can't think right now. Of course, my head just went.
Ebola?
No, like not like they have the SARS and stuff like that, where it's just.
Yeah.
But you can get that stuff at the gym, the MRSA, all that.
I got the gym is filthy.
Luckily, I work out with my niece in her garage, so it's just us.
Oh, garages are always clean.
But it's just us. Like, it's her sweat and my sweat. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. It's a lot more my sweat than her sweat because she's 25 and in shape. And I just flip tires and deadlift.
Fun.
She's mean.
Just little tires or?
No, we flip the tractor tires.
Yeah.
And my husband works for the Navy, so he brought the ship rope home.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, you realize she's going to make me use those? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why'd you bring those home? That's not nice.
Those things are awesome.
Those things burn.
I see them at the gym. It's just too much of a showcase item.
Yeah.
For me to get on. I don't want people looking at me.
That's why I like working out with her. Because one, I can cuss as much as I want. One, we bitch. Like, it's our bitch session. So it's just like everything comes out and then you work out and you sweat and then you're like, okay, I feel better about life.
Right.
Yeah.
You do feel better, don't you?
You do.
I always say working out is strengthening the mind.
And you feel like like when I flip the tires or when I deadlift the 208s, I feel like a badass. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Right.
I might be fat, but I'm in shape, bitches. I'm just going to confuse the zombies. They're going to be like, oh shit, she's in shape, but she looks like that. Like, what's going on?
None of those zombies have that much of a thought process.
Well, they do in my head.
Intelligent zombies.
Now, what do you do to relax?
Let's see. I go for walks. I go for a lot of walks. I go to the beach. I like driving.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, my husband likes driving. I'm not a fan.
What does he drive?
He was driving a Jetta until he totaled it 2 days ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it depends what kind of car you have, too, or what road you're on, what time you're driving.
Right. Well, he drives the 126 because he works at Port Hueneme.
Oh, cool.
So I
love it there.
Yeah.
I drive up there.
Do you?
I love driving the PCH up there. It's beautiful up there. Great surfing, too.
Do you surf?
I do.
Okay.
I don't like to say that too much because I'm not great at it. I just really enjoy it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I get that.
Yeah, it's such a distraction from stand-up too. So.
Right, you're trying to stand up for a whole different reason.
Yeah, and it wipes you out. You'll go. It takes like an hour to get ready to go. Mm-hmm. Then you get down the beach, and then it's like 2 hours in the ocean, and then you get out. Then it's about an hour to get cleaned up and get your wetsuit rinsed and hung up and get into your clothes and dry your hair. And then you need a 2-hour nap.
Right.
So surfing takes up your whole day.
I have a total pervert that I see a lot, and he is a surfer.
Why is he a pervert?
Because he grabs my ass.
What?
Almost once a week.
You tell your husband?
Yeah.
And what does he think?
He knows that I can take care of myself.
Right.
And it's not like I'm also the most loyal person you'll ever meet. So John's like never worried. He's like, yeah, it's Joy. But And he knows, like, I can take care of myself. But what he does is he, like, pretends he's going to pat my leg, like the way you're laying right now, but it's always here. Always.
Well, he's just sexually harassing you.
Oh, yeah. And he tells me I'm a bad girl. And I'm like, no. And then I massage his wife.
Oh, man. Do you tell her?
No.
You don't want to ruin things.
Yeah. Like,
You don't want to be a whistleblower?
I don't. I
Okay.
mean, there's been a couple husbands where I'm like, dude, stop.
And do people? I've always wondered that. Do people ever just like try to turn the massage into romance?
Yeah, some of them.
God.
But I have so many comebacks now, and I don't know. I like to think that comedy sharpened it, where I just turn it around and then we just become friends and talk shit for an hour.
Okay.
But I've had one guy.
Put him in the friend zone.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, dude, your wife's way prettier than me, so stop. He's like, yeah, but you're touching me. I'm like, yeah. If you treated her right, she'd touch you too. So that's your fault, dude.
Yeah. It's I imagine just for a lot of guys they get lonely, but I don't know, man. If you're gonna do that, go to the ones that do that, you know?
Right. Why are you going to a chiropractor's office? Like, calm down. It just sucks because I work a lot of the time when the office is closed.
Okay.
So I lock the door, and then I'm like, hi, my name's Joy. And they're like, Cherry? I'm like, no, Joy.
Cherry.
The stripper? No.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, go get naked. And they're like, yes.
Oh, man.
Shit.
I can never get naked in a massage. I'm a little too shy.
I'm going to tell you one of these days you should,
Yeah.
because your glutes are super tight.
Are they?
Yeah, like even, like, I don't know if you can feel that,
Yeah.
but this one's higher. That you're not.
That's probably true.
So,
I think one of my legs is longer.
yeah.
Anytime I bend over to stretch, one of my knees has to bend.
I don't know if you can feel that. Yeah, this one's longer
It is.
by ½ inch.
You nailed it.
Yeah. And that, if you just lay down
Yeah.
and then you put, like, do you know, like, the lacrosse balls?
I used to play lacrosse. Yeah. I
Okay,
love
so
those.
yeah, lacrosse ball, your glutes, it's gonna hurt, but your piriformis muscle and all these muscles are just ridiculously tight.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that girl's walking on you, I mean, I guess you don't need to get naked.
She does it. Yeah. I think I'm going to her Monday because it's Father's Day,
Right.
and that was my gift. Was a massage.
I have like 4 dads on Father's Day.
Oh man. So let me ask you this: does the first guy get a better massage than the fourth guy?
No, I don't know, because people will purposely book later in the day because they're like, Joy's so strong, like, y'all get her when she's tired.
Okay.
But I think because I've been doing it so long, these muscles are just there. Which is funny because I can tell when I'm using muscles that I don't normally use because they get sore immediately. Like any type of like crazy squatting, I'm all, oh, haven't played with those in a while. Okay, hi.
Yeah, I know. With working out, you got to keep on it. That's the toughest part.
Yeah, finding all the different things.
A
and
week
not getting...
off is like you got to start all over again.
Right. But yeah, your legs.
I'm trying to like almost protect them.
That's what's gonna. You are not gonna feel relief until your body's like, okay, she's gone, and then it's gonna be like, okay, we can relax. The bitch is away, and that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna feel it, and you'll get that endorphin rush.
That'd be nice.
If I did it right. Sometimes I do.
Feels good.
Now, how long have you been surfing?
10 years.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Do you go different places, or you just?
I do. I was out yesterday in Malibu, and Rob Lowe was sitting next to me on his
Nice.
stand-up paddleboard. He was with a woman, and the two of them were stand-up paddleboarding in the waves. And she didn't know what she was doing. And he just goes, I'm going to go up to the point, and you stay here. And he just paddled away, like, and just left her. And I said, you having fun? And she goes, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time, and I have no idea what I'm doing. He just fucking left her.
Aww.
Just Rob Loader. Totally just left her.
He's like, you did not live up to my standards. Peace out. Peace out. Bye. Find your own way home.
Oh, man.
Dennis Quaid was here. Was it Saturday that I was working?
Yeah, I love Dennis Quaid.
And I walked by him, and I was like, dude, that guy looks like Dennis Quaid. And then I started walking, and I was like, oh, shit, that probably was.
Yeah? He was just here to get a laugh?
Uh-huh.
I love it.
And then I went in the kitchen, and I was like, hey, was that Dennis Quaid? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Just walked by him.
That's awesome. Yeah, I go to different places all the time. It's the ocean is, the waves are good, always good in a different place, and you just gotta find the place that are good on each day. Like tomorrow, it'll be a different place than today.
Do you have a favorite spot, or you just...
Right up front of my place, I'm on, I'm about 6 blocks from the beach, so that's my favorite because I can just go on my bicycle.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's rarely good.
Now, have you had any crazy women?
Crazy women?
Yeah.
In my life or in my
Or just for, like, doing comedy, have you had any, like, super uber fans?
I have great fans. I guess I'm lucky. I don't know if... You have to be very careful, I think.
Yes.
You better believe in all the material you're telling because you're going to attract the fans that go with it. So I know comedians who hate their fans.
Really?
And lock themselves in their green room and have essentially created a persona to sell tickets that's not them.
I could see that.
And the audience that they draw is not like them, and so they're stuck, and they got to make money, but they hate it. So try to tell as true to yourself comedy as you can.
Yep.
And I think I've attracted people like me, and some really great people too. Like people bring me stuff, and
so no stalkers?
I have... What starts out as a stalker usually just ends up being... we have an understanding.
Okay.
And then they just become... I think they appreciate that I didn't just try to avoid them.
I get that.
And so they're like, okay. And I'm pretty open in my material about my relationship and how happy I am.
Uh-huh.
I talk about how much I love her.
And now you have a baby, so you're like, it's cemented.
Exactly. So
I cemented inside of her, and we created that.
It's cemented. So I think, there's the odd woman who thinks that she can destroy my life.
Ugh.
But for the most part, it's been really great. It's been really great.
No, that's good, though.
I'm very lucky.
Because I've had, obviously I'm no one in comedy, but a couple times I've had a couple people that don't like the outcomes of my books.
Okay.
And they're very, very adamant that I change them. And I'm like, no, this is how I want it to be.
Good.
Sorry. And they get a little upset.
Are you talking about your parents?
Right. No. My parents don't read my books. No.
My dad watches my comedy, and he's got advice all the time.
My parents, I brought them to a show, and I did a whole bit about intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And the next day was my son's 6th grade graduation, and so we were going to go out to lunch afterwards, and I'm like, hey, can we wait like 30 more minutes, and my time will be there? And my mom's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I'm intermittent fasting. And she goes, what's that? Well, holy shit, you didn't listen to a word I said on stage last night. Okay, that hurts. She had no idea.
Aww.
I'm like, what did you hear when I was on stage? She's like, I was just so proud of you. Oh, okay.
Moms are the best.
They are. I love my mom. That's why I wanted a girl.
Yeah.
but my husband only shoots boy sperm.
That means he's a good guy.
Yeah, so I'm stuck with him. Maybe one of them will be gay. I'm really hoping.
You're hoping for gay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
just one of them.
Just so you can. I mean, I don't know if I've really thought about sexual preference. I guess I just hope that we have stuff in common.
Oh, you will. In fact, you'll start realizing that your kid is cool because it's your kid, and then you'll start seeing other people's kids, and you're like, ugh.
I'm already doing that.
Ooh.
I'm like, look at this guy.
I know, Brody, my youngest, he's like, Mom, I want to do a play date with so-and-so. And I'm like, nah. What if I go get you ice cream? Yeah.
Cool. Your youngest is Brody?
Yeah.
You name him after Brody?
No, but I told Brody once, I was like, hey, Brody, I have a son named Brody. And he goes, thank you. And it fucking made me laugh so hard.
Oh, man. Well, it took my dad over 10 years to say anything positive about my stand-up. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but...
On and off. It's hard with kids.
Hang in there till the parents come around. Usually it's a TV. For me, it was the Tonight Show. Until I got the Tonight Show, my dad didn't really have anything positive to say.
Ouch.
And every time I called him, the first thing he would tell me is to move back and get a job.
Okay.
And my mom would rip the phone out of his hand and say, give me that, go away, Doug.
What a good mom.
And then I got on the Tonight Show, and I went to visit him, I think, that next month. And he had the newspaper with the article, and he lives on an island. Everyone on the island, that I see, he'd be like, this is my son. He was on the Tonight Show.
Aww.
And so everything had changed. It was great.
Did you resent that a little? Like, hey.
If I didn't want it so bad, maybe.
Okay.
But it was so new and exciting, and I just pretended it was always like that.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I try and tell my kids. I'm like, listen, one of the hardest lessons you're ever going to have to learn is your parents are human too. So we're going to fuck up. You think we're superhuman, but we're going to do some things. And that's how I felt about, that's when I realized, hey, I should probably give my parents a break because they're human,
Yeah.
And I do set ideals really high. That's one of my big problems.
You want the best.
Yep. All right, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Is there anything you want to plug?
I just recorded. And I just recorded an hour.
Nice.
And it's editing right now, but it'll be out soon, and I'm very excited about it. That's all I can say right now. But,
okay.
You can go to @Lockjaw, LACHJAW, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook at Lachlan Patterson Comedy. Or you can go to LachlanPatterson.com and check out my calendar and come see me live. I'm mostly in LA, so if you're in LA, I do spots almost every night here. And I got a few road shows. I'll have a bunch more as soon as the kid gets a little older, but right now I'm trying to stay local.
Yep.
And yeah, that's about it.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Joy.
Take your time getting
Okay.
up. Go slow. I'm going to go in the other room.
Perfect.
And just slow, because you're going to get a blood rush.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi. All set.